how important is a mentoring role now as sort of a senior statesman to you to help the next generation?
It's very important. I mean, all of us are where we at because someone before us helped us, whether they helped us by us sitting there watching film with them, or whether we was able to have conversations and talk to them about a lot of things. So I was just telling him some of the things that I'm still learning, even at 33 years old, that now that, for him it's a perfect situation because he can learn it all now, and I've been through it. So, if he's a student of it, if he really wants to know, I think I'm a pretty decent teacher in certain areas, so it's very important.
What's the first tag
in the post? Fizz. Coach Fizz came, and it was the first time I really, like before that, I just used my ability, my athletic ability. I saw a lot of turnaround. And then Coach Fizz came after coaching Joe Johnson, and he came here and brought me a few of the things that Joe was doing and what, kind of some of the things they went through. And started learning it a little bit. It still took me a little while. And I think the year that Brian came, his first year, is when I really started getting more comfortable down there, and I was able to kind of do the same thing. After practice, we were doing the same thing together, and kind of learning off each other. Yeah, Stack did some stuff. I couldn't pick what he was doing up. He left too soon. I couldn't pick up his brain enough. But yeah, he was. I remember after practice someday, he'll teach me some tricks of the trade. And as an older guy, in this league, you won't have to use them at some point. So I still remember some of the things he did teach me.
And it's local stuff that you didn't post.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, you're blessed if you're able to run high pick and rolls and blow by people. I've done that for so many years. Sometimes you ain't gonna be able to blow by all these quick guys. So you gotta put yourself in a situation where you can still be effective without having to use your speed. When you're in the mid post area, when you're in the post, you don't have to use speed at all. It's obviously your ability to be able to create shots, your talent, but you don't have to use. It's not about your quickness. It's not even about your athleticism as much. So you just figure that out. As you go on, you have to, like I keep saying, you have to adapt, or you're gonna get left behind.
Who was that guy in your rookie year that helped you stay up?
I always say like the guys that helped me, and a lot of it was either sitting talking to someone or working out with them. So when I first got here, Karan was the first one. So many hours playing one-on-one, talking, and then as we got on to the season, then Karan had got injured. Lamar became that person for me as well. So it was kind of two of the guys that kind of helped me on my rookie season.
Are you seeing, you've only played 2 preseason games, but you guys have had practices and scrimmages and things like that. Are you seeing Lou Aldeng fit a little differently this year offensively than he did last year?
Yeah, just more comfortable. Does that mean it's going to be an explosion in his production? No one knows that. But I think mentally he's in a better place. Just having another year. He was with, obviously, besides that little stint in Cleveland, he was with one franchise for a long time. So last year was, and I don't think a lot of us knew because we was all dealing with our own things. It was his first year here, so he had some uncomfortable moments at times. But I think now he's comfortable with the environment. He knows what to expect. He knows what he's going to do. So I think he's a little more settled in.
And on the other side, you guys are more settled with him. You guys understand his game better and how to play with him.
Yeah, we do. And I think that's going to help a lot. Like I said, I don't know what that's going to mean when it comes to point production or this and that, but I think, when it comes to mentally, for him and for us, I think everyone's going to be in a better space with him. I was very happy about that. And I sat down with the commissioner and just sat and talked about his whole thing is about obviously growing the game, but making the game be the number one game in the world. And to do that, you got to have your guys on the floor. You got to have your star guys on the floor. You got to have your players out there playing. And, he's trying to, just like all of us, he's trying to figure out ways that he can do better. With his career and his group. So that's a great thing. When your commissioner's thinking the same way that you guys are thinking, and to be able to help you out. It's a long season. None of us want to take away games. From that standpoint, because you don't want to take away salary. Call a spade, right? So you have to try to figure it out. Over the course of the season. And I thought this year they did a good job of it. And hopefully. I requested, but he's always been an open. He's always been an open book. I've had a lot of meetings with him. But not as commissioner. And so I was in New York. the time there. I've seen him in the one event, and I told him next time I come to town, can I come over? And he said sure. So I went over and just sat down and talked to him about a lot of different things. But it's kind of cool just sitting there and just talk to the commissioner.
How great is it to push back to what he was? I'm sure he's not 100% where he was.
It's great. It's great. I mean, he looks amazing, right now, and we know, there's going to come a point in time in the season where we're going to have to have him get over right now with his energy and what he's bringing to everyone. He's helping fast track the guys. He's getting his groove back. He's trying to find his rhythm too, as we go on. So, we love him, coming out aggressive early, and he's just building his confidence.
When you special justice for a second, what's the toughest thing for the young guys, especially his age, to pick up the
Patience. When you're young, you want to get down there, you want to go. You gotta have patience in the post. The best players, they got all the patience in the world, and they make you do what they want you to do. So he's gonna have to learn. It's gonna come over time.
It's tough to recognize, especially now, the way the defenses play the post, where the second help is going to come from.
Yeah, it's tough when you're going quick. So you take a moment, you get the ball in the post, you take a moment, you glance support. The one thing I like to say with guys getting the post, I look at myself as a playmaker when I get in the post, and I got to keep the defense honest. Because if I'm a guy, every time I get it down,